Black Bolt White Flare is what Crown Zenith could have been. Crown Zenith is a fantastic set. This is better. I think Crown Zenith has really put its foot down and proven what it's supposed to be. Fun to open up, gets tons of hits, overall a blast. Black Bolt does this and cranks it up to 1 million. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about why I think this will be the next Crown Zenith, but not only that, so much better. Let's talk about when you should be buying it, and let's also talk about what items you should be buying. Let's not waste your time. Let's just get straight into it. Alright, first of all, why is it better than Crown Zenith? Well, first of all, let's just start off with the new rarity. Love when Pokemon do new rarities. Love to see it. I love the texture of it. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I'm probably going to see it later this week because I'm going to Collect Fest in Queensland, in Brisbane. So that's going to be quite fun. If any of you are there, please sell me 151 Paladin Fates displays. Please. So that new rarity opens up a new gate, a new can of worms, if you will. So basically, the Porridge is about 1 in 500 packs. Now, there's 3 different cards you can pull. So in theory, it's 1 in 1500 packs to pull the one that you want. Well, hold your horses. Not quite. Because it's split into 2 sets, you can actually pick which one you're chasing, which is the coolest thing ever, for the record. The coolest thing ever. If it wasn't a phenomenal set to start off with, you can literally choose which set you want to open up and chase the certain cards. That's so cool. If you want to pull the Zekrom one, you can just open up Black Bolt. That's the coolest thing ever. I think that's so cool. Not only this set is so much better than Crown Zenith, in my opinion, it's so innovational. 2 new things. Split sets and a new rarity? I mean, is it Christmas or is it Christmas? So the thing is, I think this does what Crown Zenith is doing, but better. So first of all, illustration rares. Way better than Crown Zenith. I'm just going to go out and say it. This set is so much better than Crown Zenith in like literally every single way. So something that I find interesting about this and with Crown Zenith is Crown Zenith brought out a new rarity, Gold Stars. Gold Stars were insanely popular. Gold Stars were loved. I think Gold Stars are amazing. I think Gold Stars are phenomenal. Prices go show it, hype goes to show it. But you know what Pokemon did? They went, alright guys, you like Gold Stars? Okay, we're never making it again. We're never making it again. We're not going to do any more. They did it for 1 set. And are they going to do the same with this? Because that new rarity is cool. Really cool. Really, really cool. I love the idea of it. So simple. So visually appealing. But the texture? Mate, have you seen it in person? I haven't, but based on what people have said, it looks phenomenal in person. So it breaks this new issue that Crown Zenith had. The issue that Crown Zenith had was that the Porridge were too easy, so there wasn't really much of an incentive to open up packs. So, you know what Pokemon did to fix this? They made a new rarity, hard as hell to pull, makes it extremely unique. Because the thing about alt arts and the thing about illustration rares is it feels like you're about to pull it. Like, if you open up Paldea Evolved, you're going to pull like 3 illustration rares and an SIR for every single box. So like, you're chasing that Magikarp, and it's like, you pull the same rarity, you were so close to pulling it, you just didn't pull the right one. The thing about this is they turn that up and they do that and they look at that and just do the complete opposite. They take that idea and flip it around. There's going to be 3 cards per set. There's only going to be 2 of the rarity, and pulling it is hard as hell. I think this is such a cool idea. I think it is the single hardest rarity to pull in all of Pokemon. I think it is harder than Gold Stars. Yeah, it's definitely harder than Gold Stars. It is hard as hell to pull. Cool idea. I'll tell you why. I would predict the Zekrom will be $200. Reshiram will probably be $200 around that range. I reckon they're going to be around that range. The Porridge seem to be pretty easy. Illustration rares are going to be pretty cheap. Of course, you're going to have a couple of illustration rares that's going to be expensive. But let's just say, once the dust settles, yeah, Zekrom is about 200. Or let's just say 250. Each one is 250. And then you've got those, the ultra rares. What are they even called? Ultra black and white? It's something like that. We'll just call them ultra rares, okay? Oh, no, that's taken. We'll just call them new rarity. The new rarity, those artworks are going to be like $500. And I reckon they're going to keep it. I reckon they're going to hold it. I'll tell you why. Because you will have to open up 1,000 packs to pull the specific one you want. It's about 2 in every 1,000 packs. So to pull the one that you want, you're going to have to open up 1,000 packs. Okay, that's pretty hard for a holiday set. That's really hard for a holiday set. That pull rate is harder than Silver Tempest Lugia. That is harder than, I believe, Giratina. Yeah, I just fact checked it. To pull the specific new rarity card you want, you have to open up more packs than, I believe, every single Sword and Shield set except for Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, and Chilling Reign. Other than that, so think about when you've opened up Silver Tempest. Think about when you've opened up Paleo Evolved. Have you ever pulled the Bubble Mew from Paleo Fates? Did you ever open up and go, oh man, pulling this top chase is really difficult? Pulling the Mew is a bit of a challenge? This is double as hard. But the pull rate is 1 in 500 packs to pull the Mew. To pull one of these is 1 in 1,000 packs. You want to pull all of them? 1,500 packs. Full of hits. Full of popular Pokemon. And also not only full of hits, full of full art illustration rare hits. And then they just came around and said, hey, you thought we were done? Bam. New rarity. So this is better than Crown Zenith, in my opinion. I think it's fantastic. Now, what am I going to do? Well, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to hold any for a good while. In fact, I don't think I'll touch Elite Trainer boxes. Maybe if these go on a fire sale in like 2 years' time, I'll touch them. Crown Zenith, for anyone who doesn't know, and this is something that, like, this is the part that no one tells you about investing, and this is what I have to bring up to people. People say, whoa, dude, don't sell your prismatic ETBs. They're going to get short printed. How do you know that? Why? How do you know that? Oh, well, 151 was short printed. Okay, do you have any other data? Or I will put that in Fates. Okay, that's cool. What about Crown Zenith? What about Shining Fates? What about Champion's Path? What, so we're all just going to pretend those don't exist? Sure, okay, maybe ETBs for Black Bolt don't get printed that much. Well, dude, it's not like 151 and Paladin Fates are the only sets that exist. Holiday sets have gotten ETBs printed into the oblivion more than any other product since the dinosaurs existed. Like, that's just been a thing. So, what? Are we just going to work on speculation? So, I'm not going to buy ETBs hoping that they get reprinted. Maybe prismatic ETBs never get reprinted ever again. And then maybe you guys can all laugh at me because I said, hey, maybe just take a consideration. If you're buying it now, expecting it to not get reprinted, just expect to get disappointed. You'll do well in the future, sure, but just expect to get disappointed. So if these do the same thing as Crown Zenith and get printed into the oblivion, yeah, sure, I'll stock up on ETBs. The promo is horseshit. Like, not going to beat around the bush. That promo is horrible. Wow, no one cares about that promo. Literally no one cares. Okay, maybe a couple people care. Not many. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to focus on booster bundles. Booster bundles are the best price per pack, but so far, there have been no good boxes with good promos. Every single item that has come out has just been pretty disappointing, to be honest. The only good item are really booster bundles. Other than that, far out. The items are so boring. Elite Trainer boxes, mate, love the art, love everything about it. Holy crap, that promo is lame. Poster collections, lame. Binder collection, lame. Mini tins, lame. It's all lame. It's really disappointing. I think the set is really good, but you really need to give Pokemon time to make good, like, ancillary products. If they make UPCs, holy crap, stock up on those UPCs. I really like this because it's the first opportunity in the market, right? Like, these are pretty much MSRP. And I really like that. We'll see what happens with the set. Oh, I was about to end the video. Now, what am I going to do with it? What's my plan? Well, I have one on display. I'm trying to upgrade the display. You guys have been pretty critical lately about my background. You guys said you guys really hate the background, which is fair enough. Like, I get it. It's not the best background. But I will fix it. I have a buyer that is buying all of that bulk. Very kind person. They're buying up all my bulk, which is great. Leaves more room. I'll pretty much just have all these shelves and I'll just display everything. Because I have so much stuff I'd love to display, but I just don't have enough shelf room. You can quite literally see I'm stacking everything. So I'll be able to make a really cool display, and hopefully the videos will be more exciting to like look at. You know, people have complained about that the background is really boring. So what's my plan with this? Well, my plan is, other than the one I have displayed, pretty much just don't do anything. Just don't do anything for a good while. If I see booster bundles for retail, I'll buy them. Like, if I see them for retail, I'll buy them. And if they have displays, come on, dude, please. Can I just say, if Pokemon is watching this by some miracle, Please don't make the displays exclusive to the UK. What the hell was that, Pokemon? I mean, what the hell was that? Okay, what? You've got 151 displays. One of the nicest looking items in all of Pokemon, sealed items. Then you've got Pallium Faith displays, not as nice, but they look amazing. And then you've got Shrouded Fable. It's not that nice, but at least, you know, they didn't skip out on it. And they got Prismatic Evolutions. They just made it exclusive to the UK. Why? What was the point of that? Or Europe. It was exclusive to like, why? Why did they do that? That was so stupid. Like, what? It was actually really funny. This person pre-sold them on eBay. This guy pre-sold it on eBay in Australia. In fact, so many card shops did this. They pre-sold Prismatic. They pre-sold 10 booster bundles, but then advertised it as a display. And then people bought it, and they were like, oh, sweet, you know, I'll pay 1.1 or 1.2 for a display. And then all of those orders got cancelled because people realized, wait a minute, I shouldn't be pre-selling something 5 months in advance when I have no information on the distribution of this item. It was such a shit show. Man, Prismatic Evolutions pre-orders, man, take me back to the good old days when people would fight over one Elite Trainer box. That was the peak of Pokemon right there. No, literally, it actually was the peak of Pokemon. Anyways, if they do that zesty shit again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. Will I buy booster bundle displays? Will I buy loose bundles? I'll have to see what the prices are. More than likely, if they do that shit again, where they'd make it like Antarctica exclusive for some dumb reason, I probably won't bother with them. I'll probably just buy loose bundles. I will probably stick to more Black Bolt because I think people just prefer the color black. Like, genuinely, black generally does really well. If you get anything like a Zekrom or a Reshiram, or you got the Umbreon, which is a black, or Charizard, shiny, that black Charizard. What is it? Is it shiny Charizard? Yeah, shiny Charizard. People really, really gravitate to darker Pokemon, which is very interesting. A lot of people really, really prefer that. So I'll probably gravitate to more Black Bolt rather than White Flare. Just my personal opinion, to be honest. Both of them are fine. You should probably buy half and half anyways, but I'll maybe do like 60 Black Bolt, 40 White Flare. I'm probably just going to stick to bundles because the promo in this is horseshit. And I get the vibes that they're going to be printing ETBs into the Oblivion because they really have a thing for doing that. I don't know why they skipped out on a couple. Like, I don't know why they skipped out on 151 and some other ones. But I just sense this being printed into the Oblivion. If it doesn't get printed into Oblivion, you're laughing. But dude, I don't even know if it's going to do that well because that promo is so lame. But anyways, I guess we'll see how it does. More of the story, buy booster bundles in like 1.5 years. If you get any for retail now, buy it. Because who knows what will happen. Anything could happen. We really don't know. So it's best to be prepared. Yes, it will retire in 2 years. But you're better off buying like in a year's time rather than not taking that risk and buying too close to when it retires.